Hello students, last class we have studied different chemical properties of carboxylic acid, that is reaction due to replaceable of hydrogen, reaction due to hydroxyl group, reaction due to carbonyl group, reaction due to carboxyl group. Now let us discuss the electrophilic substitution reaction of benzoic acid. Electrophilic substitution reaction of benzoic acid. You know, in benzoic acid, the COOH group, carboxyl group, is joined to phenyl group. This carboxyl group is electron withdrawing nature due to which it can exhibit minus R or minus M effect. Due to minus R or minus M effect, this group is meta-directing nature. Already we have discussed in previous class. So how this carboxylic acid is meta-directing nature. So this carboxylic group is meta-directing nature as well as ring deactivating nature. So due to this ring deactivating and meta-directing nature, this compound do not undergo electrophilic substitution reaction easily. However, under drastic condition, it undergo electrophilic substitution reaction. This benzoic acid do not undergo Friedel-Crafts reaction because of its ring deactivating nature. So what are the reactions of electrophilic substitution reaction under drastic condition it gives? So it can undergo sulfonation, nitration and halogenation. Look here, this is benzoic acid. When it undergo nitration in presence of concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid, this is called nitrating mixture, it gives meta-nitrobenzoic acid. And when this is nitration, and when it is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, it undergoes sulfonation to form meta-carboxy benzene sulfonic acid. Similarly, when benzoic acid treated with halogens like chlorine and bromine in presence of FeCl3 or FeBr3, it forms metachlorobenzene benzoic acid. So when benzoic acid treated with concentrated nitric acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, it undergo nitration to form meta-nitrobenzoic acid. When benzoic acid heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, it undergoes sulfonation to form meta-carboxy benzene sulfonic acid. And when benzoic acid treated with halogens like chlorine, halogens like chlorine in presence of FeCl3 or anhydrous aluminum chloride, it forms metachlorobenzoic acid. If you take bromine in presence of FeBr3, then metabromobenzoic acid will be formed. Okay. Next come to some special reactions of formic acid. Formic acid. So formic acid, you know, it has formic acid. So formic acid, in formic acid, this carboxyl group is attached to hydrogen atom instead of alkyl group. So when it is attached to hydrogen atom, we can see here that it is contain one aldehyde group. So as it contains one aldehyde group, it shows some properties of aldehyde, but it do not undergo the nucleophilic substitution reaction, nucleophilic addition reaction like addition of hydrogen cyanide or formation of phenyl hydrazone. In this that reaction it do not undergo, but it can act as a reducing agent. It can act as a reducing agent like aldehyde. So due to presence of this group CHO group, it can act as a reducing agent like aldehydes. It reduces Tollens reagent, Fehling solution, etc. and itself undergo oxidation. So this formic acid undergo oxidation easily to form carbonic acid, which again decomposes to give carbon dioxide and water. As it undergo oxidation easily, it acts as reducing agent. It reduces Tollens reagent and Fehling solution. So action with Tollens reagent. So when formic acid reacts with Tollens reagent, you know Tollens reagent, ammoniacal solution of silver nitrate. Ammoniacal solution of silver nitrate. When formic acid reacts with Tollens reagent, it forms one ammonium formate, silver mirror, ammonia gas and water. Okay, this reaction can also written in simplified form: formic acid plus, in presence of ammonium hydroxide, warm, give rise to silver mirror plus carbon dioxide and water. In simplified form, this reaction can be written like this. So when it's treated with Tollens reagent, it forms silver mirror. This reaction can be written like this or can be written in the simplified form. Next, it also reacts with Fehling solution. It reduces Fehling solution to a red precipitate of cuprous oxide. And you know Fehling solution is a mixture of Fehling A and Fehling B, where Fehling A is aqueous solution of copper sulfate and Fehling B is alkaline solution of sodium potassium tartarate or Rochelli salt. Number 2, reaction with Fehling solution. So formic acid reacts with Fehling solution. In Fehling solution, copper exists in +2 form and hydroxide form. Copper hydroxide, it forms a complex. So when it is burned, it forms red precipitate of cuprous oxide, then carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so this is the reaction of Fehling solution. Next, it reacts with, when it is Fehling solution treated with mercuric chloride, it reduces mercuric chloride to white precipitate of mercurous chloride, and again it can reduces mercurous chloride to black precipitate of mercury. Look at the reaction. Formic acid, mercurous chloride give rise to mercuric chloride. This is white precipitate plus carbon dioxide and HCl. Again, formic acid reacts with mercurous chloride to form black precipitate of mercury plus carbon dioxide and HCl. So first it reduces mercuric chloride to mercurous chloride and then mercurous chloride to mercury. This is mercurous chloride. Mercuric chloride. And another, it also reduces potassium permanganate solution. So when potassium permanganate solution treated with formic acid, it decolorizes the pink color of potassium permanganate solution. When acidified potassium permanganate solution treated with formic acid, it decolorizes the pink color of potassium permanganate solution. Look at the reaction. Potassium sulfate, manganese sulfate, water and oxygen. Then formic acid reacts with oxygen to undergo oxidation to give carbon dioxide and water. As there are 5 oxygen multiplied by 5, it gives rise to potassium sulfate, manganese sulfate, 8 water molecule, 5 carbon dioxide plus 5 carbon dioxide. So this color is pink and this is colorless. So it decolors the pink color of potassium permanganate to colorless. And again, so these reactions, Tollens reagent, Fehling solution, mercuric chloride, and this potassium permanganate, these tests are also used to distinguish between formic acid among all other acids, all other carboxylic acid. So if the question arises, how can you give a distinguished test between formic acid to acetic acid, then any of these four reaction can be used for the distinguished test of acetic acid and formic acid. So this is a distinguished test between formic acid and other carboxylic acids. And another reaction, formic acid, when heated with concentrated sulfuric acid, so other carboxylic acid give anhydride, but it gives carbon monoxide and H2O. Okay, so these are some special reactions of formic acid. Next, some important reactions which are of carboxylic acid, some important reaction of carboxylic acid which are used in during different conversions, like Hans-Dicker reaction. So what is Hans-Dicker reaction? When silver salt of carboxylic acid treated with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, when silver salt of carboxylic acid treated with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, it forms alkyl bromide. So this reaction is used during conversion when we have to convert to some compound which contain less number of carbon atom. So this reaction is known as your Hans-Dicker reaction. Example, when silver acetate treated with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, it forms methyl bromide. This bromide has one carbon atom less, and carbon dioxide, then silver bromide. Similarly, if you take silver benzoate and reacts with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride, it forms phenyl bromide, carbon dioxide and silver bromide. This reaction is known as Hans-Dicker reaction. Similarly, another important reaction of carboxylic acid is skimmed reaction. When carboxylic acid treated with hydrazoic acid, HN3 or N3H you can write. When it treated with hydrazoic acid, when carboxylic acid treated with hydrazoic acid in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, it forms primary amine. So, primary amine carboxylic acid. For example, propanoic acid when treated with hydrazoic acid. This is hydrazoic acid. In presence of concentrated sulfuric acid, required heat gives what is the alkyl group? To that NH2 is substituted. This is ethylamine, carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Okay. So this is about something about the preparation properties of carboxylic acid. Now, what are the uses of some common carboxylic acids? Formic acid. It is used as a coagulating agent in rubber industry. It is used for tanning leather. It is used for preparation of carbon monoxide, oxalic acid, etc. Then acetic acid. So the 5 to 8% solution of 5 to 8% aqueous solution of 5 to 8% of aqueous solution of acetic acid is called vinegar. So it is used for preparation of vinegar. It is used as a laboratory reagent. It is used for the preparation of lead tetraacetate, for aluminum acetate, for preparation of manufacture of different polymers like vinyl acetate, etc. So this is used for preparation. It has much more industrial application as well as laboratory reagent. Next, benzoic acid. So benzoic acid mainly used for as a preservative in the form of sodium benzoate. So this is used as a preservative in the form of sodium benzoate for pickles, for sauce, different sauce, for different sauce, etc. Next, it is used for preparation of antiseptic. It is used for preparation of antiseptic, for treatment of eczema, for urinary infections, etc. So this is all about the uses of some commonly used carboxylic acids.